Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome back to Fluent English Unleashed, the place where we build your English skills in a clear, calm, and effective way. My name is Jessica, and in this session, we're tackling a challenge I know many of you face. Does understanding spoken English sometimes feel impossible? Do you wish you could follow conversations without getting lost? If so, you're in the right place. Together, we will explore powerful active listening strategies. These methods will train you to become a skilled and self-assured listener. It's true, understanding native speakers can be tough. They speak quickly, use vocabulary you might not know, and their pronunciation can be unclear. But please, don't feel discouraged. The techniques we'll cover today are designed to turn that confusion into clarity. You will learn, you will practice, and you will improve with me. So get settled in a peaceful spot, take a slow breath, and let's get started. So what do we mean by active listening? Essentially, it's the difference between simply hearing noise and actively working to comprehend the message. You concentrate. You engage with the speaker's words. There's a flood of sounds and phrases, but the goal isn't to capture each one individually. It's about listening with intention. Your aim is to grasp the core meaning, not just the individual sounds. Often, we listen in a passive way. The audio plays, but our minds are elsewhere. Perhaps we're feeling weary, multitasking, or planning our next meal. However, active listening requires a different approach. As an active listener, you commit your complete attention. You push other thoughts aside and concentrate on the speaker. You ask yourself, what is their key message? What are they trying to communicate? You are engaging your mind, not just your ears. This focused effort is crucial for language acquisition. When you listen actively, your brain makes stronger connections and learns more efficiently. You link sounds to their meanings and begin to truly comprehend. So keep this in mind. Active listening is about concentration. It's about mental engagement during listening. It's about understanding concepts, not just translating terms. When you practice this, your comprehension will expand, and listening will gradually become a natural and pleasant activity. Now, let's break down how you can develop this skill. All right, let's begin with our first strategy. This is a simple but incredibly useful routine. Make predictions before you listen. So, what does it mean to predict? It means to anticipate what is coming next, to make an educated guess about the content before you even hear it. When you predict, you prepare your brain. You activate your knowledge about possible topics, vocabulary, and ideas. Then, when the speaker begins, your mind is primed and can process the information much more quickly. Let me give you an example. Suppose you're about to listen to a news report about the weather. Before you start, take a moment to wonder, will they mention a storm? Could I hear words like temperature, forecast, or sunny? By asking these questions, you wake up your brain. You have a mental framework ready, so when you hear those expected words, you understand them instantly. Here's another scenario. You're going to watch a tutorial about photography. Pause for a moment and consider, what language might be used? Will I hear terms like lens, focus, or lighting? It doesn't matter if your predictions are perfect. The objective is to warm up your brain. Just like an athlete stretches before a race, this quick preparation significantly boosts your understanding. Okay, moving on to our second technique. Focus on key points, not every single word. A common error is trying to decode every word, but here's the secret. You don't have to. Native speakers use expressions, slang, and new words all the time. It's fine not to know them all immediately. You shouldn't pause to look up every unfamiliar word. Instead, concentrate on the overall point. Ask yourself, what is the primary subject here? What is the central idea? Let's try an example. Imagine someone says, the meeting was postponed due to a scheduling conflict. Maybe you're unsure what postponed or conflict means, but you can understand, first, there was a meeting. Second, something happened. Third, it didn't happen as planned. You've captured the essential information without knowing every word. Another example, we were thrilled after our team won the championship. If thrilled is a new word, the context tells you it's a positive feeling about winning. You got the main idea. That is success. Your goal is to understand the message, not to translate each word. If you grasp the central concept, you are listening effectively. Your vocabulary will naturally grow over time. Now for our third strategy. Replay the audio. Yes, you heard correctly. Don't just listen once, listen again and again. Why? The first time you hear something, your brain is simply adjusting to the speaker's accent and speed. You might only pick up the general topic. The second time you listen, your brain is familiar and can notice more details. You'll understand more of the story, catch linking words, and hear the rhythm. On the third listen, you might pick up on small details you missed entirely the first time. This layered approach is how deep learning happens. Think about your favorite song. The first time you heard it, you might have liked the melody. After many listens, you know all the lyrics and can feel the emotion. English listening works the same way, so be patient with yourself. Excellent listeners replay content. They pause and listen again. You can do this with this very podcast. Each repetition makes your brain sharper and your confidence higher. Our fourth technique is use the situation to understand new words. What is the situation or context? It's the words surrounding an unknown term, the topic of discussion, and the speaker's emotion. When you encounter a new word, don't freeze. Look at the words around it. Think about what's being discussed. Let me show you. Take this sentence. He was so exhausted he fell asleep immediately. If you don't know exhausted, the rest of the sentence tells you he fell asleep quickly, so he must have been very tired. You deduced the meaning. Another, the view from the mountain peak was breathtaking. The word view and mountain peak suggests something beautiful, so breathtaking likely means amazing or stunning. You used the context to figure it out. This is a skill we use in our native language every day. Trust your brain to do it in English too. Finally, our fifth technique, avoid distractions. Concentrate fully. Multitasking, like checking emails while listening to English, seems efficient, but it's not. Your brain cannot give its full energy to two tasks at once. You won't listen deeply and you'll forget what you heard. Instead, dedicate a short period each day, even just 10 or 15 minutes, to focused listening. At that time, only listen. Put your phone away. Don't walk around, just be present with the audio. Close your eyes if it helps. When you give your English the full focus, you learn faster, understand more, and actually enjoy it. Treat your English practice like an important meeting with a friend. You wouldn't scroll on your phone while talking to them. Give English the same respect.
Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I'm Jessica, and this is Fluent English Unleashed. Keep practicing, keep believing in your progress, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.